So today we are going to talk about why your diet isn't working for you. Welcome to episode number 58 of Life Without Cravings. Let's face it, we have all been there. We have all tried different diets to achieve different things. We put a lot of effort in and not seeing any results. And today I'm going to share a few insights with you that might help if you are struggling with this, and to give you an explanation for why this might be happening and what you can do about it. The first thing I want to mention is that you might have unrealistic expectations. Many people start a new diet and they hope that they're going to lose a lot of weight. And this is one of the reasons why it's so exciting to start a keto diet, because the first week you go on keto, you lose a lot of weight. We know that it's mainly water weight, but it doesn't matter. It's the psychological factor that the scales are moving. It looks like we're losing weight. So even though we know this, we are disappointed when the scales stop moving after a week or so. So when the weight stops coming off, we get very discouraged. And the truth is, to achieve sustainable weight loss, you need to give your body a little bit of time to adjust. And we are just so impatient that we don't have the time to wait for that to happen. And so you need to start focusing on a realistic goal that aligns with your individual circumstances, and then work towards those goals gradually. Preferably, you want to focus on the person that you will become when this weight is coming off, and become that person now. And the second reason that diets often don't work is because you try to copy something that someone else has done and expect that you are going to get the same results as this person did. And this rarely works because we're all individuals. We all have different metabolisms. We have all been through different things. You have different genes. You just respond to food in a different way than other people do. So in effect, you have different needs, you have different requirements. Your body is asking for different things than my body is asking for. And if you have no idea where to start, just ask someone who has a clue, whether that be a friend. Maybe you can find some resources online. Maybe you can pay a nutritionist or another health professional that can help you putting this together. I don't do nutrition consults anymore, but if you have any questions, leave a comment beneath this video and I will help in any way that I can. So remember that it's always about finding something that is working for you and something that is sustainable. And it might sound cheesy, but it is about finding the lifestyle that works for you, not the latest diet fad, eat more butter, eat more this, do that. It's about finding something that is working for you, for your body at the metabolic state that your body is in right now, and something that you literally can do for the rest of your life. It needs to be sustainable long term. And the third reason is emotional factors, whether that be stress, boredom, loneliness, excitement. So no matter the reason, you are going to sabotage your own success. And there's usually 1 out of 3 things that people do generally when they eat emotionally, or you might be doing all 3, I don't know. But one of them is that you are snacking. And I used to do this so much. I used to snack all day long. I always wanted to eat something. It was just a way for me to cope with actually getting shit done. When I was a student and I had to write essays, or when I had to study for the exams, I would be eating all the time because I needed something to distract me from how uncomfortable it was to sit and read and getting that stuff done. Or you might be someone who overeats, because when you are eating and you are satisfied, if you eat a little bit more, it just gives you that fullness that feels really satisfying, and it might feel like a security blanket, something that gives you peace and makes you feel safe and secure. Or you might be one of these people that you eat when you're stressed, and you're stressed at work most of the time. So when you come home from work every day after work, or before when the weekend starts or something like that, you just need to eat something because this is your reward. This is your way of relaxing and actually disconnecting from all the emotions that you have had throughout the week. So usually it's one of those 3 or all 3 together or a couple of them, but these are some of the most common ways that I see people eat emotionally. So even if you're only eating the foods that are on your diet plan, if you are doing any of these behaviors, if you're eating too much or you're just snacking on good foods all day long, this will still prevent you from actually seeing the results on the scales. So instead of eating, learn how to manage and process your emotions and find something else that is pleasurable, that gives you some sort of satisfaction that you can do instead. And if you don't know where to start, you can start with signing up for my free Food Freedom Foundations course. The link is in the description, so you can just click on that, sign up, and then you will get an email with all the login details, etc. It's completely free. And there's one more thing that I want to mention. It's the lack of consistency. And I see this all the time. People jump from one thing to the next to the next. It might be from one diet to another. It might be that you're into a specific diet and you just binge watch YouTube videos all day and you find one expert saying this and another one saying this, and then you have 10 different things that you think might be your problem, and you start incorporating or trying to incorporate all those 10 things into your diet at once, and you don't even know what you're doing anymore. When someone recommends you something, they have a reason for that, but that might not work together with all the other 10 strategies that you're trying to do at the same time. So if you can just be consistent and stick with one way of doing it for a period of time before you assess whether it works or not, you are going to get much better results. So I always say, give it 30 days before you assess whether it's working or not. Because your hormones and your microbiome needs time to adjust to what you are doing. If you are changing the way that you eat every single week, you're never going to get the results. And worst of all, you're never going to know what is working and what isn't working because you're not allowing yourself enough time to figure that out. So remember, if your diet isn't working for you, reset those expectations. Create a personalized plan that is working for you and troubleshoot it. Learn how to manage your emotions and practice that every single day. And then just stay consistent with what you're doing. Because if there is no consistency, you will never get any results. If this is helpful to you, I would really appreciate if you could share this video with anyone that you think would benefit from it. And make sure that you have your notifications turned on for this channel, so that you don't miss any of my videos or any of my live streams. I'll see you next week. Bye.